I am afraid to make this video, but here it goes. Hello and welcome to Coloring Inktober, a series on my channel where I follow the official Inktober 2024 prompts to color in a book for all 31 days of October. Okay, so what is Inktober? Well, to learn that, let's go and check out the website inktober.com, where we see that it's a challenge taking place in the month of October every year, created by Jake Parker, and he created it in 2009 as a challenge to improve his inking skills and develop positive drawing habits. It's gone really big since then, with many people taking part throughout the year. And also over the years, it's become more than only ink on paper, black and white. I think he encourages it as a way for everyone to participate, improve their skills, their creativity. So that's why I thought it's a good thing for us colorists as well to try out if we want to. So to learn a little bit more, let's scroll down. He says anyone can do Inktober. Just pick up a pen and start drawing. And you can do it either for 52 weeks of the year, one drawing a week, or you can do 31 days in October. So this is the classic version, and this is what I'll be doing. There's some guidelines on how to do it. Make a drawing in ink, post it, hashtag with Inktober and Inktober, well, 2024, I would guess, and repeat. It also gives you the option to do it every other day or in a different way. It's basically about creating. And the way you create is one drawing or one coloring a day based on prompts, and the prompts are visible on Instagram. If you go to the Inktober account and scroll down, what you see here is a full prompt list for 2024, and it starts in day 1, October 1st, backpack, discover, boots, exotic, binoculars, so on and so forth, all the way to the 31st of October, ending in a landmark. So the idea is that for 31 days in October, every single day, based on the prompt of the day, you create something. So that's what I would like to be doing, but in a coloring book. So I would like every day for the month of October to color something in a coloring book. I've chosen 3 from Rita Berman, and I'll show you later what I chose. And yeah, color something every day based on these prompts. Now, you might think, well, you know, colorists don't really draw. We don't only use ink. In fact, we mostly use other supplies like pencils or markers. But the thing is, I went through the FAQ as well, and I just used it as an inspiration, right? So not to do it literally, but to use it as a way to get motivated, to color, to create, to improve my skills. And I think this is the spirit also of such a challenge, and one that I like to embrace. And I'd like to invite you to do the same thing. And to offer some arguments for considering this, I'm going to the FAQ on his website. Well, he explains, of course, what is Inktober. It's a month-long challenge focused on improving skill and developing positive habits. So I think we can apply that to coloring as well, absolutely. Yeah, taking place every Inktober. It's basically sharing it on any social media account you have, or put it up on your fridge. It doesn't matter. So you can also do calligraphy, you can work digitally, etc. Can I use markers or watercolors? And he does say, look, while it's suggested to use real ink, the spirit of the challenge is very open to people being creative in what tools they use, how they use them, and what they create. So I think in that sense, it can easily apply to coloring too. Here's another question. Can I only use ink for my drawing to count? No, whatever your creative process is, use it, he says. So you can use anything else as well. But the point is to do a daily habit out of it for the month of October. Um, and then I thought these two questions and their answers were relevant to us, to translating this drawing challenge actually into a coloring. Do I have to use our own designs? You can draw whatever you like. And what if I see someone doing Inktober? Wrong. And this is what I loved, what he says. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Its origin is and will always be self-improvement. And we can always work on our craft as colorists as well. It's not just about becoming a better artist, but also about developing good habits and respecting all styles, mediums, expressions, or creative visions. So he invites us to not see the negative side of it, but really just to celebrate the beauty of art and the spirit of community with art. Yeah, in that way you can find inspiration and make a few friends along the way, he says. So for that reason, I thought I won't draw black and white. I may not use ink, but it is this spirit of creating something every day, of improving my coloring and sharing that with all of you. So if that's something that's interesting to you as well, I invite you to join me in coloring Inktober, starting with the 1st of October 2024 and ending on the 31st, using the prompts that they came up with, but applying them, finding essentially an illustration in a coloring book we have that this prompts could work for, and then coloring that and making that a daily challenge for that month. So next up, what I'll do is I'll show you the 3 books that I chose to do this challenge in. They are both from, all 3, I mean to say, from Rita Berman. And I'll take you page by page, prompt by prompt on these 31, which illustration from her books I chose to do. Okay, so here are the 3 books that we're going to be using in coloring Inktober. They're all from Rita Berman and they're her travel books. So first, my travels through Europe, my travels through Asia, and my travels through Africa. And what I've done is I picked one little drawing from one of these books for every one of the 31 days in October. What I want to do now is show you the actual pages so that if you want to follow along, you know what's coming. I've kept them small on purpose just to keep it realistic, like coloring every day for 31 days to be able to make it and keep it consistent. And to do that, I have basically written them down in my planner. I sort of flipped through the 3 books, found some pages, then chose what I would color from those pages, each of them having to do with one of the themes of Inktober. So if on day 1 it was about a particular thing, then I looked through these pages to find what illustration best fit the theme of that day. So here they are. These are the prompts from Inktober, and then these are kind of the books and the pages and the illustrations that I chose from each book. I also did a few stats at the end. So 3 books I'll be coloring in the month of October, and then the number of pages I chose from Europe, Asia, and Africa. So there are 5 pages I'm going to be coloring in Europe, not full pages, but parts from that page. 3 in Asia and 5 in Africa. And there are 15 illustrations that I'm going to be doing in the Europe book, 6 illustrations in the Asia book, and 10 illustrations in the Africa book. So let's have a look at the first one. So for the first prompt in day 1, October 1st, backpack. So what I thought is we could use, let me set this to the side. We could use page 6 in Europe, in the Europe book. This is page 6, at least how I counted. So it's one of the first few pages. And then this is the backpack right here. So on the 1st of October, I'll be coloring this backpack right here. On the 2nd of October, the prompt is this cover. And I found another one on this page. So we're staying in the Europe book. And it's doing this compass here in the middle. So I thought discovery, compass might be a nice symbol of discovery. So I'll be coloring this on October 2. For the October 3 prompt, that is boots. And for boots, we move to the Africa book. On page 84, or at least what I thought would be page 84. Let's find the page together. Here it is. So this was page 84 for me, and these are the boots that I will be coloring for October 3, the third day of Inktober. October 4 as a prompt has exotic. So we're going back to Europe, to the Europe book. Again on page 6, where I found this little beach, and to me that says exotic. So that's what I'll be coloring for the exotic prompt in the Europe book. Day number 5 is binoculars. And for this, we go to page 6 in the Africa book, which is right here. And then we've got binoculars right here. So this is the little illustration that I'll be coloring for binoculars. Day 6 is about trek. So we stay in Africa, we stay on this page, and I'll be coloring the map right here. That's what I think is symbolic of a trek, or at least what I could find in these books. Day number 7 is passport. So for passport, we're staying on the same page because there's a passport right here. So I'll be coloring this little passport for day 7. And on day 8, the prompt is hike. So for that, we'll go to the Asia book for the first time. So we're starting the second week of October with the Asia book on page 85. Let me see, where did I find that page? It's supposed to be the mountain with sun and clouds. Let me see. Oh yes, this is what I counted as page 95 in Asia. And then I chose this little one right here. Yeah, the mountain with the sun and the clouds and the bridge. So that we'll be doing in day 8 for the hike. Day 9 is the sun in Africa on page 6. And here's a beautiful sun right here. So that's what we'll be coloring for the sun prompt. And then for day 10, we've got nomadic. And for that, we're going to the Europe book on page 47. Now let me just find that for all of you. And there, what did I say? A caravan. Caravan bottom left. So I'm going to be doing this little illustration right here. Super cute, I thought. Then we're going to snacks, and it's on page 85 of the Europe book. So we go towards the back of the book now. And let's find the snacks. I chose the cupcake for it, this one right here. So I'll be making this cupcake for this next prompt. Then on day 12, the prompt is remote. And for that, we go to the Asia book on page 85. Here's the Asia book. So here again on page 85, remote is the palm plus boat plus house. So I'll be coloring in this one right here. That's what made me think of remote. Then on day 13, we're coloring horizon. So I found a little illustration in the Europe book on page 33. So let's pick up the Europe book and go to page 33, top left. And it's difficult when these books don't have any page numbers. I sort of just had to count. Yeah, this one for horizon. I thought you could sort of see a horizon line there, sort of. This wasn't perfect, but I chose this because it's really cute. And then day 14, Rome. So to Rome, we go to the Asia book at the start of the book on page 6. And what did I choose? The land in the middle. So I'll be doing this. Super cute illustration. Then we start week 3, day 15, with a guidebook in Europe in page 85. So this is the Europe book. If we go to the last few pages, guidebook. The notes, yeah, this is what I thought could pass for a guidebook. So these notes right here, that's what I'll be coloring on day 15. Day 16, grungy in Africa, page 6. I said I would do the bus with the suitcases. Maybe I can make it look a little bit rusty. So that's what we're doing for the grungy prompt. Day 17, we've got a journal. And there's a little illustration in Europe on page 84. The Europareise. No, so, yeah, so 85 actually. Yeah, this is the guidebook. Yeah, sorry, I got them mixed up. So the guidebook on day 15 is this, and then on day 17, the journal are the notes. Yeah, so now it's clear. I thought there for a while what happened. Yeah, so this is what we're doing. And then on day 18, for the drive, we go to the minibus in Europe on page 6. And we'll color this for the drive. And then for day 19, Ridge, we're going to Africa, page 6. And here we've got the mountain and the zebras. So this right here will be the ridge. Sort of passes for a ridge, I guess. That mountain, yeah, here. Then day 20, Uncharted, we go to Asia, to the end of the book at page 85. The boat and the waves. So let's see if we can find the boat and the waves. Yeah, right here. That's what we're gonna do. Then day 21, rhinoceros in Africa on page 2. There's a big one. Let me find it for you. this page, there's the rhino. That's what we're gonna do. And on day 22, we're gonna do camp as a prompt. So in Europe, there's a tent on page 47. Let me try to find that for you. So this is the Europe book. Let's just try to find the page. Yes, here you go. We're doing this one. Super cute, I think. The tent for the prompt camp. And on day 23, Rust, Europe, page 6, the car and the caravan. Here. That's what we're gonna do. On day 24, we've got the prompt expedition. So for that, we're going to Africa, page 85. So towards the end of the book. There's a postcard with pyramids and a crocodile seem to have written. Yes, this one right here. That's what we're gonna do for the 24 for our expedition. Day 25, Scarecrow. I found it very difficult to find a scarecrow in these books. So the closest I got was in the Europe book. We're on page 6. There's a circle with clothes right here. And I thought these would be the things you would put on a scarecrow. So we're gonna color this for that prompt. This right here. On day 26, we're almost there, huh? We're gonna do camera. So there's a camera right here, also in Europe on page 6. So that's gonna be day 26. And as we move into day 27, there we have road. That's in Asia on page 51. What I'll do is I'll move this to this side now. And move these books on this side. So let's pick up the Asia book. And then go to page 51. There should be a road top right. Let's see if we can sort of guess where page 51 is. The top right tile, it says here. Yes. Road. This one. Look how cute it is. Yeah. For day 28, Jumbo. Well, really, when I hear Jumbo, I think of the elephant. And then we're going to Africa. We're on page 87, and there's an elephant right here in the center. And I'm going to be coloring that one for the prompt Jumbo. And then day 29, Navigator. We go to Europe once again. Page 6, where we have a map. So that's going to be the prompt Navigator. Day 30, almost 2 days to go, and that's it. We've got violin. I could not find a violin, but I found the next best thing, hopefully, also in the Europe book on page 33. We're on the bottom left, if we can find it. Let's see if we can. There should be some sort of musical instrument. Yes, here we are. Okay, so I know this is not a violin, but I thought musical instruments, hopefully it gets close enough. So we're gonna color this. And then on the last day, on the 31st of October, the prompt is a landmark. So we're gonna finish with the book Asia. We're going to page 85, where we see the Taj Mahal. So we're gonna end coloring Inktober with Taj Mahal.